Her home was built into the city wall, literally on the edge, not just physically, but emotionally. As a prostitute, she was excluded from respect, community, and belonging. She wasn't part of God's people. By every standard, she was an outsider. But one night, two strangers came. Spies from a people she'd only heard whispers about. And something stirred in her, not fear but faith. They came pounding at her door. Soldiers of the king, cloaked in suspicion. "Bring out the men," they barked. But Rahab had already made her choice. She'd hidden the strangers beneath stalks of flax, her heart pounding louder than the knock. She met their eyes and lied, not for gain but for grace. "They were here," she said, "but they've gone. If you hurry, you might catch them." "I've heard the stories," she whispers, "of seas split open, of kings crushed like dust, of a God who walks with his people. And I know this land is already yours," she said to the men she hid. "We're all afraid. But I'm not just afraid, I believe." She looks up, eyes pleading. "I've sheltered you. Now I ask, shelter me. Not just me, but my family, my mother, my brothers, everyone I love. Give me a sign, something true, something that will hold when everything else falls." She risked everything for the one true God she hadn't yet met. And in return, they gave her a promise. One of the men turns to her, voice low but firm. "Stay inside. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see. If anyone steps beyond your door, we cannot protect them." He pauses, eyes meeting hers. "But if you keep this secret, if you hold to this thread, then your family will be safe. Their lives will be on our heads." Rahab nods, the cord trembling in her fingers. She understood that this was more than survival. It was sacred trust. "Tie the scarlet cord in your window. When the walls fall, you and your family will stand." Days passed, the city buzzed with tension. Rahab waited, not knowing if the thread would be enough, not knowing if the promise would hold, but she believed. And that scarlet cord, a symbol of risk, of hope, of redemption, fluttered in the wind like a prayer. Then the trumpets blew, the walls shook. Jericho fell, but Rahab's home stood. Marked by mercy, saved by faith, chosen by grace. And that scarlet thread, it wasn't just a sign, it was a beginning. She would become part of Israel, part of the lineage of Jesus, as we see in the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 5. Her request for a true token becomes the scarlet cord, a symbol of covenant and salvation. Her story was rewritten by the hand of God.